On the seventh day of anime, my true love gave to me some awesome manly poses. Some manly, yeah, whatever, fuck it. Manly poses from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. Yeah, okay, let's just go with that. So, yes, I'm putting JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders as number 7 as the most fun anime that I've ever watched throughout the year 2014. When I say fun, I mean that it's very enjoyable, very entertaining, and definitely one of the most thrill rides of 2014 that I've ever been on. Basically, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3, while many people call it like not really the most important part to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I will say it was the most awesome, most entertaining thrill ride I've ever been on. Is it perfect? No, but it's still actually really fun to watch. I mean, come on, it's twisted, it's weird, it's kind of out of place and random, but it's really fucking cool. Like, I really like the hilariously of some villains, like a stand user of a toilet eating your shit, another one that's pretty much a cowboy gangster. You got like a whole bunch of people who are these new stands called stand users, who are pretty much introduced into part 3 of JoJo, that have these like tarot card user things in order to create it from Egyptian tarot cards. And not only that, but the returning villain from part 1, Dio Brando, makes his appearance, and their main objective is to defeat Dio Brando in order to break the curse of the stand curse that Jotaro's mother has, the main Joestar of the series, pretty much to break the curse and to actually find out how to break the seal of this stand, because otherwise her mother will die because she's no controlled since she's a regular human, and now they get the JoJo like Jotaro over here. So yeah, anyways, you pretty much get the gist. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has always been about these awesome, ridiculous, awesome, amazing adventures of these people doing ridiculous poses, striking really awesome catchphrases, and many other things that make the show very enjoyable. Even though I will say part 2 still has a place in my heart, I will say part 3 was at least pretty damn entertaining for the most part, especially because it's every time there's always something new, something there that always gets your blood pumping. It kind of reminds me of like Persona 4 for some reason. Like, I don't know why, but like it sort of does. There is character progression along the way. There are some episodes which I will admit do kind of feel fillerish, but it is still actually pretty fun to watch. My favorite was definitely Jotaro giving so many auras to fucking Dan Steele, because that guy was such a shitty fucking stand user, and the badass moment after he did so many auras, keep your receipt. Like, yo, that shit was dope as hell. But not only that though, Jotaro may be a bit of a blandish character at first, but then soon you start to get to like him. Like, as soon as you get to know him, like later on, you do get to know him quite well. It's actually pretty awesome as a character, even though he may start off as a little silent, as the same old one-liner, yori yori, yori yori, like every single fucking time. He's still a pretty badass character, I'm not gonna lie. Even though he's not one of my favorite Joestars, I will say he does get pretty badass along the way, and during the middle scenes of the arcs. Like, he does actually do pretty good stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Then we also got Kakyon, we have Adval, and we also have, of course, Joseph Joestar. Old Joseph Joestar, but still a pretty cool Joseph Joestar. He also does still the whole Ripple thing and the overdrives, even though he does have a stand now. It is pretty cool. Seeing these new powers and abilities are actually very interesting. Some of them I really like, some of them are just like, whatever, and some of them are just like, what the fuck in general. So yeah, definitely JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders was the most fun anime I have watched in 2014. Unfortunately though, it's still not over yet because we still have the Egypt arc coming in January. Now that right there is the most important arc. If you weren't a big fan of part 1, then I definitely recommend you check out the second half of the Egypt arc, because as a manga reader or someone who saw the original OVA, oh man, things get really insane. There's so many feels. More insane shit goes down, especially the final showdown between Jotaro and Dio Brando. Definitely it is worth the wait. Especially Dio Brando's stand. Holy crap, it is really freaking amazing, and definitely you guys are going to get a real treat if you actually watched it. You know what's weird though? That this was all taking place originally from the manga. Even though some of it, like I said, did feel a bit fillerish to me, I will admit though, it does take place more from the manga than anything else. So it does something right, at least in that perspective, I guess. So yeah, that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders, to me being the most fun anime that I have watched in 2014. Tell me, what is the most fun anime that you enjoyed in in 2014? What was your thrill ride? What was the fun and entertainment that you have gotten the thrill of this anime season of 2014? Let me know in the comment section down below, or with a video response, or whatever. Until then, guys, this wraps up day number 7 of the 12 days of anime. I am Strawhead Ninja 89, over now, Team the Bounce, peace out. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you're reading, what you watch, and yeah, stay tuned for day number 8. So, later.